Malt. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay, let me go there.
Sorry, please, because of most of us that are going very fast, you allow me to explain the certificate one page. Then you ask the questions once so that we can move. Okay? We did the one we did yesterday very fast. So on behalf of the Managing Director of ICO Insurance, yes. ICO started this policy delivery in 1991 to separate the real staff from the agent of ICO Insurance. If I buy a policy from our agent, we pay commission. We will not do this type of thing. The certificate will be brought to you in your shop. But as soon as you buy it from a staff that receives salary in ICO, this type of thing must be done for you. Then at the maturity of such policy, one penny ICO will not remove from money. But if you buy it from our agent, when we want to pay you, we minus the commission we pay that agent. That is the differences. So in ICO Insurance, like the one we did yesterday, it's a lot of volumes. We did it as dinner yesterday, 5 of them too. Those are large volume policies. You find out that one of them is paying for 5 million ICO Insurance on a yearly basis. We did it here yesterday. Now, such policy are paying above reason why you take it. I think the first person to take it in pharmaceutical those days was myself. Paying 28 million that time. It's for mortgage. Any policy if they are paying above 9 million in a year, ICO Insurance is for mortgage. If you are paying that kind of policy for 10 years, ICO will ask you, will give you a mortgage form which you will fill and sign. When you fill it and sign it, you look for a hotel or a plaza, and ICO will construct it. You pay us for 5 years, it becomes your own. So not everybody you see, most of the plazas is their money, no. Most of them are mortgaged from ICO Insurance. It's just because you don't know and nobody explained to you. Those are one of the things you must know. And nobody will always want to tell you that this is what I'm doing. Except you are being exposed or look at it that way. The man you are seeing every last Thursday of the month, explaining insurance in the AIT, is me. Last Thursday of the month, if you on your TV, you see me explaining what the policies that benefits every human being, exposing it to the public. You understand it? So if you have the opportunity, we don't have retirement in our business. Most of us, I will rule of men can make your one, but none of you man can lay hand to physical cash at retirement. If I'm leaving ICO today as a sub-director, I will be going home with about 120 million. If you are leaving main market today, nobody will give you 50 million. As they are going the time, apart from the property. So these are the essence of why people open their eyes to do those type of savings, throwing somewhat cash somewhere and be building it. The ones we delivered yesterday, 5 of them, you can't kidnap them. Nobody can kidnap that your friend. Validation. You cannot kidnap them. If you did such volume policies, I could put your name in one of the airline, in one of the service providers in Nigeria. MTN Globe, they will put your name there. So wherever you are going, we don't want you to go, they call you back. There's pure security in this country, but it's meant for the highest bidder. If you don't have money in this country, there's security in this country. If there's any of you that have such policy here, I will be showing here on my phone that the person has large volume policy. We call it Jogo policy. The arrow will be showing that the person is here. So such a people, like I advised them yesterday, if you have such, when once you are with your wife, you off your phone. Because wherever you are in the whole of Nigeria, they will be watching what you are doing. There's security in this country, but it's not meant for the poor. Those are the level of the policies. So in ICO Insurance PLC, we have 2 types of policies we offer to people. They call educational policy. In Japan, one of my sweet person now about Japan. Fabian, am I? Yeah. Oh, one name. You know, you very well, he's living on my street. So in ICO Insurance, we have 2 types of policies we offer to people. One of them is called educational policy. Educational policy is meant for children going into school. It has age limit. I want my child to study abroad, and I want ICO, since ICO is all over the world, and I want ICO to make it disciplinary for that child. Their wife is the one to sign such policy. Igbo man doesn't do such policy. The height of it all was in 2021. The number of children registered to study abroad was 2,820 children. The Igbo children there are 3. It has been like that since ICO is 68 years in Nigeria. It benefits only one tribe, the Yorubas. The issue is this. This future here, if you sign anything that belongs to your child, ICO will accept it as a educational policy, but at the maturity, they will pay you the money to send your child any place you will like. But if your wife signs it, they will not pay. They will bring 3 schools abroad, which that your money can cover, and bring the 2 of you to see the one you want the child, the one that school can cover, the one you can cover. You sign, you take the one you want that child to go. When you take it, they bring the settlement account to that school abroad. The school will send the invitation for your wife to come to that child. You are not going anywhere. You that pay the money. That's why your man doesn't like it. And anytime you want to visit that child, without a consent letter from this woman to the embassy, you are not going. Your man rejected it. So your boss are the ones that accept it, maybe, and that's why it benefits them. And stupid people like us. I have a medical doctor in the US and a lawyer in the UK. What's your ICO Insurance? But when you want to send your child abroad to go and study, if it is UK, they will tell you to put in down 40 million and to remain in your account for 6 months. If you want the child to go to Canada, 70, US 100, and to remain in your account for 1 year, whereby you don't have such money to keep. That's not a group of funds to keep for that child to travel. You confirm that education abroad doesn't get any sense. It's a lie. Medicine abroad is 3 years, we are doing it 7 years here. Law abroad is 3 years, we are doing it 7 years here. The best, this language we are speaking is not our own. It's a borrowed culture. So if you want your child to study and have course of education, send him abroad. And don't think like an average Igbo man, he will not come back. Ever not again. Let's be sincere to ourselves. I'm telling you honestly speaking. My wife went 2005 to register my child in the UK to study law. After registration, the child moved straight to court. And then here, you don't do it here. If you register a child to go and study engineering abroad, after registration, they move straight to construction company. After doing the practical there for 2 years, they come back to school to come and read. They give him certificate as a lawyer or a medical doctor. That's how their own school is. But in our own here, a child will be reading law for 7 years in his brain. Who will be caught for 1 day? On our good law, in our brain, but what I'll go law school, go by the same law. No, 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 walk. I'm telling you honestly today. When my child was doing his master's in the UK, they were paying my child for working for 3 hours a day. But my salary in 1 year, they call it student job. They man was student, they man job. Then student job. So if you have the opportunity, if you have 5 children, I always say it, you can't send 5 children abroad, no matter how much you do. Send only 1. And allow your wife to endorse it. That's for English country. If you don't have enough money, you can have 500,000 and above. That's for English classes. If you are putting 500,000 and the madam is putting 1 million for their child, for her own child, 2 of them will go to UK but not in the same school. Other state university and covenant university, they are in Nigeria, they are not paying the same amount. The amount you pay for that child, you deposit yearly for that child, depends on the school ICO will do for that child abroad. That's how it works. And you find out that no matter how well you look at it, that child, if he doesn't come back to this country again, is better for you. Don't use that language we have been hearing. Here is more bad because I'm telling you honestly speaking, this is how this country is. Very this place where we are. So if you have the opportunity, save money, which you are eco insurance, save money for your retirement, then send one of your child to go and study abroad. So that after again, not again, not every bag. So I go back for him to help you. There is no medicine here. I traveled to Brazil last 2 weeks. When I was nervous, I had they carried me in an ambulance. They didn't give me any injection, no tablet. The man was busy asking me series of questions about the culture, players, and some of now Ronaldo. I slept off his data from one, I still from ambulance. And I need to not one going, even just in the hospital, I said, no with the man. This is it. You know, when women in Nigeria, Madiga law, when you're that's to tell you the level of where we are, where they are. I need to go tired, I need to go 1 hour, I need to rest. You understand it? So if you have the opportunity, please allow your wife to sign it. It does not cost you anything. If the child is 1 year, you are going to pay the money for another 14 more years. If the child is 2 years, you are going to pay the money for another 13 more years. The child must leave this country at the age of 15. That's how I will arrange it. He's going to leave this country at the age of 15. He has finished his kindergarten, primary school and secondary school in his country. He's now going there to do his first degree and now do masters. That's how I could arrange it. There are many, like their friend, Valley Mission, he said he doesn't want any of his child to travel because of IQ insurance. All the policies have matured, he kept it in IQ. So he wants them to go and do masters. It's acceptable. This decision is from you. But the most important thing is that your wife signs it. That's the way I have problem with Igbo man. No. Yes. Please, let me educate all of you, please. Please, listen very well. Let me educate you. See, that boy that is living with you, you call my son. It's not your son until that child is 18 years. The owner of it is your wife. This woman can carry their baby anywhere in the world. They can carry a baby, his baby, her own baby, across this airport. Go and find out. In a European country, women were given 90% right over men. In Africa here, we collected 100%. We did not give women 10% for them. See, if you register for ICO insurance for one of your child and say, I don't want this child to travel abroad, but your wife is one understand, the amount ICO will pay you for that child that didn't travel will 25,000. Because every 500,000 they put 250 for that child to fight inflation in the future. Every 1 million you put for that child, they put 500,000 to assist to fight inflation in the future. It will transfer children in Nigeria. Every 2 million you put, I could put another 1 million on that child account. I'm telling you honestly to you. And that is why they made it compulsory. If you don't have this test policy, this type of policy, they won't give you a educational policy for that child. Even if you like have 1 billion naira in that account, you must have business policy before they give you a educational policy, which I will explain later. So if you have the opportunity and hear my voice today, if a child is 10 years, he can't go in again. It's a child that is below 10 years. That's what they want. I'm telling you honestly, that's what they want to study abroad through ICO insurance. The arrangement is that what were you doing? Doesn't mean if you are not in this country to have known that you were supposed to save for this child somewhere. Even if it is bank, they are saving even on 2 million every year for that child. Then that child becomes 15 years. If you get the abnormal amount, Oyibo is not interested in your saving for account. What they are interested in, show us the amount, school fees of that child that we want us to come to the school study there. That is what they are looking for. Do you understand it? So that is that for educational policy. The next policy we want to discuss before you ask questions is business policy. I joined ICO 30 years ago. This particular certificate has benefited only one client, people in business. This certificate I'm holding now. It has benefited only one client. Give me policy to support my business. That's the meaning of business policy. Flexible endowment policy. After 3 years of payment, I can borrow from you people at 1% interest. It's not banking. I'm telling you honestly. Masil them those days, see them on 300 million naira loan. You can't compete with them. We'll go and work and you see them 500 million policy paying for 7 million. But if you don't know at all, their policy has matured. I could pay 1 point something billion. There's one of you in the pharmaceutical and ICO is going to pay 1 point something billion. His policy is 11 years now, remaining 3 years, 15 years. ICO pay 1.5 billion to the guy. Both loan, both anything, he doesn't want to use it to collect anything. Both we have approached him for mortgage. He said he wants to collect it and move out of this market. I'm telling you honestly, Germany. How does it work? This policy, if these account officers come to you by Monday, they will download you with everything. Stabilize it in such a way, the one that you can conveniently remove on yearly basis to pay. After you have paid it for 3 times, it is due for loan in ICO. ICO will be charging you 1% monthly. Bank will be charging you 5 or 6% monthly. ICO charges 1% monthly on that loan. They are not going to tell you to go and bring your house or bring anything. This certificate I'm presenting to you today is what they are requesting from you. You pledge it back to us. We create new loan. If you return the loan back in 1 year, you pay 12%. You see the difference between bank and insurance. If you return the loan back in 6 months, you pay 12% again. If you return it back in 2 months, you pay 12%. They want you to return it back in 1 year. That's how it is, because this thing is money. This is paper money per money. They want you to use it and return it back to them. Yes, and return it back to them and that 12%. Okay? And this policy, the maturity is 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. That's final maturity. You have eaten your money double. Every 5 years you stop. You collect the interest, bonus in that account. You call it partial maturity. The next 10 years, you stop again. You collect the interest, the bonus in that account. Back to your business. 15 years, you collect 100%. That is the end of the policy. Whereby you want to do it like all these other people that said they go turn by turn them, purely vision them, figure them in Lagos. They don't want to collect 1 penny from ICO. What ICO is owing you is double of what you are paying. That's the meaning. They are meaning. Now, assuming that you, as I deliver this certificate now, God forbid one of them died. ICO is not going to refund that amount they pay. What ICO is going to pay, if the person takes a policy of 50 million and he has paid 4 point something million to ICO is going to pay that 50 million which he has not finished paying. We call it debt cover. What is the difference between bank and insurance? If it is bank, what is in their bank account is what your family pays. If it's in ICO insurance, that amount you have not finished paying, which when you are alive, you would have finished paying it. That's the amount they pay unless of him. So that is the difference. And you find out that by January next year now, listen very well. What is this man that travels the one? When your husband comes, tell him this. By January next year or February, federal government want to introduce tax to business people. Federal income tax will come to Nigeria. When once they want to introduce it, tell your account officer to give you tax relief certificate from ICO insurance. ICO has paid tax on your behalf here. So whereby the amount they pay for you is not enough with their turnover, you pay the balance. If it covers it with that tax relief certificate, you don't need anything to pay. You understand it? What is the madam? Do you know the person you put here as a next of kin? Don't mention the name. You know the person? I know you are. Madam, I know you are. Do you know the person you put as a next? Let me tell you people something, and more of you that will join us maybe very soon. The best next of kin in the world is not your husband, please. I could start to tell you that. The best next of kin in the world is not your wife. The best next of kin in the world is your children. Please. I could start to tell you this so that you can understand. This couple, there's no way this woman would be annoyed, except he has something upset. That this man put his child as next of kin. The man, I mean, it's the same child. Two of them are working for the same benefit. Except not showing the man not okay. Do you understand it? I'm telling you honestly. So two of them are working for one benefit, the benefit of no children. I could say, please put your children where there is no child in that family, put anybody. But as long as there is a child, remove everybody and put your child. That's what I asked me to tell you. Whether it's reasonable or not, it's better than you're calling it a human being. It's your next of kin. Yes, it's your next of kin. Now look at the certificate now. If I deliver it and ask you, see the certificate now. Now this certificate, please hear me very well and tell your husband. If your husband like he's traveling, if I have given him this certificate, if he's going to Chinese embassy to obtain visa, or any embassy in the world, please, I could say you should not go with this original. Go to business center. Do it what we call spiral binding. Then send message to me or to any of this account officer for immigration later. Nobody can refuse you visa in the world on this document. That's why it is called supportive document. It is only for that man who owns the name appear here. It does not cover the family. It doesn't cover the family. It covers only the name that appears in this certificate. At any time you are going to any country which you have not been before, ask immigration letter from them. They will issue immigration letter stating how much you have paid so far to them, to that embassy. This girl here is paying 1 million every year. Is he going to UK to watch this? What are you talking? Every year you pay 1 million to ICOC. Is he going to UK to watch this? Some of you are paying 9 point something million every year here. What are you going to US to do what? It's for business. But when you don't have this type of a thing, they are messy when you create your center account. You understand? And bring your business registration to the embassy. You have their discretion whether to give you visa or not. It's not a compulsion. Because those things can get from the street. You can't get this thing anywhere in the street in the whole world. If I tear this in now, another one is in your mail already. I'm telling you honestly. So that is why it is called supporting document. What is supporting document? Supporting documents means show us evidence that you come back. That's what Oyibo doesn't deny visa. This is the evidence. You understand it? Even if I die there, insurance covers me. This is the evidence showing that you come back. That's what they are looking for. So, but I could say, please don't go with this original. Do you understand it? Like issues, you'll be calling me on phone. Okay, I have a certificate in Abuja. No, you must go there and collect it. I did not tell you to go with this original. They ask you to do is mirror binding. Duplicate it. Yes, and keep the original at home. And take the photocopy and the immigration letter they issue to you to the embassy. The wife husband can say sign anything that belongs to the children, but it's not foreign immigration policy. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
My question goes like this: when someone does not have a child that is under below 10 years, and when the person is looking for child that is about to go to master, how is the person going to benefit?
Ensure that child is not going anywhere. Ensure that child. Let the madam sign, but it's not a child.
How am I going to ensure this?
If this people will come, fill the form for the child, for everything, but the age is over. The age, we look at the age. 1 to 10 years. You understand it? The arrangement of the policy is for this child that 15 years, which means he has finished his secondary school. So if you now bring somebody that is 10, 11 years now, what policy are you going to pay for 4 more years? Do you understand it? The gap is small, short. They want a tender children when the child is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10, you understand it? You can put in the child as savings, but it is not a educational policy. They put it there, educational policy, but it's not a foreign educational policy. Okay? Any other question? Both business policy.
Yeah, good to know. Okay, sir. Yeah, my question is this. As this our country is, you know, sometimes bank fold.
Yes. That's good.
And the bank fold now, NNDIC
Okay.
will call you now
Okay.
and pay you the money that you have with the bank.
Yes, sir.
If I could have problem now,
Okay.
how do we get our money from?
Now listen very well. That's a very good question. I go is richer than 3 banks combined in Nigeria. I'm coming. I'll tell you something. There's something I will show you. Well, most of you in my phone here now. The man in this country is gone. I'm telling you honestly. You see some people 30-something billion in micro insurance waiting for 2027. They withdraw it from micro insurance for their election. They don't put it in the bank. Yes, it doesn't come to insurance company. I don't know whether I understand it. I'm telling you honestly. The most criminals in this country is this company. Sometimes you see somebody that will bring 500 million. I say, if you see anybody that is doing a good business, give it to him to trade and give them interest. Interest. He's there in Nigeria. You can't sit in the bank. I'm telling you honestly. Shell and Chevron belong to this organization. That's American company. And this American international insurance company, it cannot be owned by one man in this world. It's owned by the Americans. And it's 68 years in Nigeria. They're using it to thief your money. Money this is people are doing it. The main thing they are using it for. Americans are using it for is more. This one they are dashing you something. They are dashing you peanuts. The main businesses of them is oil Ghana and Nigeria. Share and Chevron belong to them. I'm telling you honestly. And later that second actually send them abroad. Why don't they carry the whole children and send them free? I'm going to go a lot of net condition, no one must sign it. You understand it? Because most people cannot allow their wife to sign it. They have the conditions. Do you understand it? So, it cannot fact. I'm telling you honestly, they don't advertise. The insurance combinations ask them not to advertise. I'm telling you honestly, if they advertise people, all the insurance companies will close them. They are the richest in the world. I'm telling you honestly. And they know they are saying, I'm retired as a staff, you're going to have to bank money. Saying, I'm no, they won't have money. You finish 30 years, my hand over to be on it there for 7 more years. Then now, you understand? Hey, about my sports on Kano. I covered one of the brother. Right? 100 million. Nakano. But that man. I covered his brother. Very gentle. Paid the Dogo 100 million. He's a very, very gentleman, I'm telling you. So many of them, 100, 150 million. I mean, please, any other question? So that,
yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Greetings, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Not to everybody. But let me use myself as an example. I want to say I'm a novice in this policy. So I have to start. How do I start? And how do I go?
Thank you very much. Now, you find out that this thing has, how would you say we're talking here, it has age limit. I can't do insurance and I go insurance in any insurance company in the world again. Why? I'm about 55 years. Maybe above 55 years, usually I should. When I put in this guy, that amount is paid. Supposed to buy a larger policy, but because of his age, we now do it for 12 years, I think. Yes. Same thing applicable to his son. Do you understand it? So when they come tomorrow, they will tabulate the whole policies, ask you your age, and see the one you can follow. If the one you can follow cannot work very well, you use their child that is at least above 18 years. You understand it? You see your own benefit. You understand it? So that the money can be cheaper. Okay, understand? If this organ is 55 years, I want to advise him to take a policy for my child. I would advise him to choose his child. Instead of paying 1 million naira to hyper insurance for his age, his child will be paying 800 something thousand, the same amount, the same volume. The same benefit. The higher the age, they believe I'm very soon now. Until not just learn other person around. Now, one that is how they look at it. But I walk that way. Yeah, someone didn't do man. I never even have 56 years. I say I'm like a security risk. No, I'm not going to answer.
All this I said, like, people are starting in business, especially people want to how do they do to become training to help or to eventually what them to get out? Business policy.
ICO is not interested whether you are starting today. Whatever that they do to this person is what they do to you. Nobody will come here and know whether you start today. There is small policy. All policies, there is one you can bet 300,000 every day. All fingers are not equal. There's one you can, there's some that are paying 97 million in this furniture. 1 billion policy. The man is here, is in this furniture, paying 97 million every year. There are many of them in Lagos. Some are paying 40-something million every year. Some are paying 300,000 every year. The whole thing is in categories. The one you can be able to pay at ease. Okay, I want you understand it.
The policy, is it only
No, no. It's meant for women and men. You understand it? Yes, anybody can do it that is into business. Anybody. Monday do the Monday and have to use United Insurance. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the best. The longer the one when you pay. Do you understand it? That's how it is. Anybody can do it, depending on the availability of the money, which are you on yearly basis. Do you understand it? Any other question at all?
Yes, sir. My second question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Assuming that somebody started with 200,000, coming to a certain stage that is not able to meet up to such amount, how do you treat such person?
Very good. That's a very good question. Listen to me. If you have paid 200,000 naira for 3 months, 3 years, and you can't be able to pay, what you have paid there is 600,000. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
You do what we call surrender. Eh? ICO will not add 1 naira to you. Instead, they will dip hand inside that money which you have paid and collect 20%. But if you have managed to pay it up to 5 years, you hear what I was saying?
Yes.
Because this policy mature partially, 5 years, 10 years. They do it in such a way that you will not lose anything at any of this, any point in time. But at any time, it does not cost 5 years. You repudiate the contract. They will remove administrative charge from what you have done. Okay. But if it's 5 years, you will not lose 1 bit. They won't lose 1 bit. They will add some money on it. That's how it works. That's a very good question. Thank you, sir.
Assuming I'm not making it. Okay. Now I'm 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
So, they told you your
Pastor, welcome.
when you are Dagaba, nice Posianaba.
Okay.
Is it
Okay, now. Now, assuming in 1 million every year, that 1 million in every year, we call it 10 million policy. We are doing a 10 million policy. If what is, I'm talking about their policy now. God forbid, only tomorrow, I got afford 10 million.
Someone invited me in a meeting.
Oh, 1 million. I will pay insurance. Insurance for debt cover.
Yes.
Now, let me give you a story,
Yes.
which I have never said for the past 10 years. When I was a manager in Insurance several years back, one woman brought one here. I was in a papa in that time. Medicine man. Most of you, when my papa mom, they na Lagos. Okay, apart from one of the do matter. The woman they run my very big man. Now they run my very big. The woman called the office. I'm because I'm very clear policy. You man is very good. We didn't know. I was just a manager at that time. I didn't know that somebody can act such a thing. We did the policy that time. The man was paying 400 something thousand naira. 5 million policy for that man. The man signed everything, do everything. After 2 weeks, the man came to the office and said, Babotiko. The man walked. I started crying. What are you doing? I got to buy. No. Yes, you know that was really very Listen, that was really very wrong because I will now change next of kin.
Okay.
That's why you can't use your wife as next of kin again. You must use so true. And if the child is, if the child you use as your next of kin, just it's not up to 18 years. I could pay the money in one of the first banks, Union Bank or UBA. Until that child is 18 years, nobody will touch the money. So if you find out, if you understand it, that was when I could change to something, 2001. I could change it.
Thank you.
I mean, people came to our office about Otiko.
Thank you.
After 2 weeks.
I want to invest my money in one insurance company. I want to invest my money there. Someone invited me for a meeting.
He's sitting in this
I just want
agreement.
to know
This
how they
agreement
operate so that I
loss of
can
life. There's a
invest
person.
myself, invest my money there.
Principal sum, that amount which you have not finished paying. That's the meaning of principal sum. If anybody who has this certificate has accident, what for me? That amount is supposed to pay that year. You will not pay it again. I will pay it and issue receipt to him because while in the hospital, you cannot pay. You cannot work. That's the essence of this policy.
Yes.
So, assuming
Yes.
somebody will like insurance,
Yes.
I wasn't sure about bonus.
No, it doesn't
Let me
concern.
know if
I go
I
marry
can be
my
investing my money there instead of putting it in a bank.
The one they are interested in
Let
the
me know
money
if
that
I can
comes.
be investing it there.
Yes, sir.
Another one also property, like if I find 3 months for work.
No,
Alright,
that
no
is
problem.
insurance for that one. We call it general business. You have to do it goods in transit.
Alright,
Thank
thank you.
fire and burglary. Many people has it too.
What if someone did not meet up in a year to pay their amount? What will happen?
There was society late payment.
This
There's
insurance
society late payment.
has
Assuming you are paying 1
stayed
million
over
every year.
68
You
years.
understand it? And you couldn't pay
They
it
are
from
now
January to
68
November.
years
From
old
January to
in
December, when you're
operation.
supposed to pay it. The society late payment.
68 years
You pay.
old.
The society give 10% of that amount you are paying. Yes, you pay. Because if anything happens to you, they will
It's an
still pay.
American company.
Okay,
And mind
Not
you,
Nigerian
like this guy now, like this lady now, paying 1 million every year. Every year, I could put in 400,000 for you in his account. What is in the account now is 1.4
They
million.
are
It's
68
there in the
years
account.
old.
Every year, they put it like that in 15 years.
Yes.
Like Dogo, I just checked his phone. Dogo just paid last week. That's 9.8 million Dogo paid.
Yes.
I could put 4 million to his account. Dogo's money as at today, last 2 years, last year and this year, amount he has contributed is about at something million. But what is in that account is 58
Yes,
million.
enough interest.
So I told Dogo, by next year, you can collect loan. He said he doesn't want it.
They can never
I'm
fold.
telling you.
This company can never fold. It's an
Nothing,
American
nothing,
company.
nothing. But the man,
And it is not owned
if
by
he doesn't
one
want to
person.
just,
Okay, so,
doesn't need it.
so I want to ask something. You made mention of alcohol, supporting people with
So I've been
loans.
listening. Okay, loans.
I mean business people. Okay. What are the procedures?
The procedure is this. When you have paid for 3 years, it is due for loan. That policy, this certificate which I'm giving to them today, they will give it back to us as a collateral. When they pay the loan, we give it back to them. Do you understand it? The reason why we are collecting this certificate, in case of death, we minus our loan before we pay the family. Are you getting it? That is the reason why we are collecting the certificate. It was pledged. This is a pledge. You can't manage a pool there, but later. It was later on a bank on now. Bank will land. Yes, bank will land. Collected their money, but bank is not doing it like I told you. Bank may rule out with the amount of person now. Yes. But in ICO insurance, that amount which you pledge, assuming that you a policy of 10 million, they give you 3 million naira as loan. You understand it? They will minus 3 million if anything happens to you. Okay, that's how it was.
I have a question.
Okay.
Because my question, but when I went up to 50 million now, the ICO, I'm making a loan of 100 million.
Now, 50 million in the people, you are paying 50 million every year.
No, maybe like you have been paying 9 something million. In 3 years, you will go about 50 million or something million. So we give you up to times 2 the money where now your account.
That's a valid question. Now listen, let me tell you something. Both bank and insurance, the first loan they are going to give you is not called loan. They call it trial loan. Both bank and insurance. Ability to return back. Assuming now they in 50 million like your brother. Now you might apply for loan and you 30 million. 30 million how will loan. He has break that policy paging for loan. And then that 30 million on this March. He's going to return it on March next year. Good, 1 year. He couldn't return it on March next year. You return one in April. I'm going to apply another one here 25 million.
Yes, okay.
Now, all the time that do now in March next year. I'm going to apply another one here 60 million. And you double up again now. Do you understand how this thing works?
Even if the amount is way
Even when you do not have that amount in account, ability to return back or returning back in loan. Or booking had the meaning.
Okay. Sylvester,
highest debt.
are you still here?
They cannot do hands up, we go for that idea back now.
Even like my sister, for instance,
Interest now.
my sister is paying
I say,
500,000 every year. 500,000
Now,
every year.
no one can have Chris and Chris. He
She
collected a loan of 80 million. He has a 150 million policy.
has
Instead
paid
of
it
some
for
by
5 years.
So he has a 150 million policy.
If she
He collected
continued
80
paying
million naira. Second
500,000
year loan.
yearly for 15 years,
So
it will
on that
be
second year loan, the
67.5
policy is 6 years already.
Under 15 years, they will
What did he
give him
do?
15 million.
He couldn't pay the loan. You understand it?
They will give him times 2.
Then he does not want ICO to minus it from the partial maturity, which is already 5 years. He said he will pay the loan, but he doesn't want to touch the partial maturity. ICO minus it by themselves, sending the certificate back.
Another question.
Okay, sir.
Because my job overall now, you know, I paid 9 something million.
Okay.
You work split, yeah, monthly. Okay, you got put the 9 something million in cash.
No, sir. Your brother pays it 3 times in a year.
Okay.
There are some that pays it 6 times in a year.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you something. If you took up 9 something, we go from this month now drop to 2 million or 3 million or currently like September, I put 9 something. September the last day. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm from the local government.
Okay. Somebody traffic.
Okay.
No, the next traffic.
People here today to go over this insurance. Although later I introduce a line.
Okay.
Then my friend, where Valeria,
Okay.
to one knowledge where go watch whatever.
where for years at the end they come to the food, they go to the guy 1 year. The guy include also the eminent that my friend the other one he married because the guy need also the good boy go. They come to food. Also the have my fear.
Okay.
They are born man to get put there. My friend they are born there. I do that here.
Okay.
Now I got to the other around them. What you give me here?
You know nothing else?
No, I'm not my kids.
Okay.
Oh, what? But the entrance to the door was I follow on with the car on the sincere. As long as I'm all back, all we all talk. Yeah, like I'm now put 100,000
This year.
Well, we go 5 years. Where's the match or see? I'm not good on the
I get me.
and when you came at the almost a match or see all.
But in never been not for this policy.
Yes, hopefully.
Now listen again. If we the policy at the 3 years, they pause. And make it surrender. Surrender will leak out. I might not so 20% from the one here for her. Give who they want to. Well, advise the policy I do 3 times. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You can stop in any of this. Only one night in a group.
Go that 5 years.
Partial maturity. Another partial maturity. People will go again. With interest. And not the interest on account now.
Okay. The 300,000. With interest. It's interested.
You have to pay the money. The money, but every 5 years, you will interest in on account. The next 5 years, but you will pay interest on account. Then you make me 10 years. 15 years, I got my notes on every 5 years, and from the main one, double money, I have to see my notes are easily balanced.
Okay,
That's the end of the policy.
Excuse me, will you?
Okay, sir.
Now put 300, yeah.
Yes, sir.
In 5 years.
They put that
1.5.
1.5 million.
Okay.
A goal there, that was the interest, but after 5 years.
Interest is 500,000 naira. Now they increase it to 2 million.
Okay, 2 million.
Yes, if I can give some money, they look at I got my notes and my notes. Because if they have a partial maturity, if they have a partial maturity, do you understand? Now, this policy, I think I could call you on phone. Yes. If a policy now, they will call you on phone wherever you are. To know one. How policy now maturity? 25% 5 years, 25% 10 years, 100% 15 years. How come the same thing before I issue this policy? Do you understand it? How having like is an open thing, say time and benefit of somebody. When I'm 2 days at 12, 15 years, I can get 30 million. You also have 15 million. That one big deal on me. And yet 15 million, 30 million more 5 days. But 5 days. But 30 million now. Oh no, they could be every 5 years. Carry a group one. Yes, arithmetic. Yes, I think you should be the last one.
I'm going to introduce you. Somebody knows who you go. When we can,
let me tell you something. If I don't make 500 million, now, how do you feel from that side to Nigeria? Cash. I could only do most of their money. So you find out that wherever the person is all over the world, they use cycle instead of cash. Okay? That's it. Yes, sir.
My question is this. I want to know the main invest now. Hey, guys, you see where this money
Let me see.
staff who gonna collect the money.
I'm going to connect to the number I go insurance. open here, send them the seller. Send their now the first tenant, they are very give a policy. Do you understand it?
Okay, why I ask this question? They want to have in the idea. So then I'm going to start idea.
I bet I'm not
the thing
I didn't see
It depends. You can pay any amount. It depends on the one.
Connectivity or the okay.
You can.
Do you understand
You
it?
can pay without
Do you
stress.
understand what I'm saying? But now, I want some people and I direct them.
It is a
If
year.
it is 100,000
that you want to
yes,
pay
every
him,
every instruction, every September, so I no one need to what to do again. Do you understand it? It will go too many available means of payment. You understand it? Oh, some people never like this guy who deliver policy yesterday. Do you understand it? Yeah, I'm not on snake and I'm business. I'll say I am
I know what you are capable of doing.
you can't do that now. You're they take 47 million. They need
It
to
is 100,000
without this.
every year.
Let's say, I go again. I got to know what you
You
cause.
now pay
You understand it?
15 years.
On a good rapport, any of our staff can, I can say, any of our staff who are out of that can travel from Lagos. That's not how you take, depending on what's in we're going to involve. Like you tell me now, most of you that have attended this policy today, by Monday or Tuesday, this account officer feel the charge from only same man by myself if I have. How anyhow people when the man, when the policy get any feel from my mind in there. It only woman man already managing us. Better than a loanable form. Better than a mortgage form. That's an Chinese that may raise a large bank. I will give me a policy not 1 million. I'll make it up 100,000. You got 100,000.
Go to Pukela.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Now, policy delivery gift. How can you know? But the main gift for joining us was straight. If there are other, let me tell you, how far is the American Toyota Corolla? 2026 model. Then I come and say, the model free. No,
like you can't now.
You can increase it.
Yes. I use the any of my children.
You can use any of your children.
This one now I use with my wife as a next of kin. I need to change the name.
It's allowed. It's allowed. You go wherever now. It's allowed. see our value. Yes, sir.
Enough.
Okay, let's go for the photograph, please.
Are we through? Yeah. Okay. Okay, all right. Hello, guys.